Now, your forecast first from KARK4.
Well, just when you thought it was going to be a quiet night, another round of showers and some rumbles of thunder moving into northwest and north central Arkansas. Not expecting widespread shower activity overnight tonight, but about a 30% chance of thunderstorms north of Interstate 40. Central and South Arkansas, isolated chances of showers and thunderstorms. Now, we still do have a stationary front situated across Arkansas through the middle Atlantic states. That'll wash out tomorrow. But a storm system in eastern Canada has an associated cold front now moving into northern Missouri. Doesn't look like much now, but it's got all this moisture waiting for it when it gets here starting tomorrow, and rain chances are on the way up. Your forecast first for Little Rock, looking for a mostly cloudy day for your Friday. Chances of rain increasing to 40% by afternoon. We're going to see high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. KARK4 News at 10 starts right now.
Now, from the station you count on for local news that matters, this is KARK4 News at 10.
I can't believe this guy did all of this to me and went to the extreme that he did to drop it off at a Walmart 5 minutes from where it happened.
A Jacksonville woman dragged by her own car while a man inside of it takes off. The robbery caught on camera. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Ashley Ketz. This all happened at a car wash while a grandmother was vacuuming out her brand new car. And tonight, police are searching for this man who they say dumped the car after taking it for a joyride. KARK4's Mitch McCoy is with us tonight, and you spoke with the woman. What is she saying?
Boy, Ashley, this is absolutely bizarre. You can see the video right here. Officers were able to return the woman's car to her this morning, but the bruises and mental toll is far from over. She says she acted out of instinct, protecting what she rightfully owns.
I have a lot of road rash.
Beth Hall can barely move without feeling some kind of pain.
From here to here is just really swelled up.
The scars and road rash, a pure sign of not going down without a fight.
And as I come around the driver's side, he was getting in my car. And I reached out and I'm like, hey, get out of my car.
Hall was cleaning out her car here at Mr. Bubble's car wash off South 1st Street in Jacksonville. While on the passenger side, you see the man in the red shirt slip into the driver's door, then take off with Hall's arm trapped inside.
Maybe it wasn't a smart choice because it's a car, it can be replaced, but it was a natural instinct. And due to the fact that I've just had the car a month today, I was like, no, that's mine.
The trauma that she's been put through is not easy to get over.
Jacksonville police spokesperson April Kaiser says this could have been a lot worse. Kaiser says if you ever have to leave the driver's seat, take the keys with you.
I know it's hot outside. You want to keep the air going. But for safety measures, do not leave your keys in the ignition with the vehicle running.
Hall was dragged about 30 feet until the suspect let her arm loose. Despite the bumps and bruises, Hall finds relief in knowing her grandchild was not in the car.
What if my granddaughter had been in that car when he got in it and took off? She would have been in it too. Because sometimes I would take her with me. Thank God she wasn't.
Just a close call. Hall tells me the car was dropped off at a Walmart parking lot shortly after the robbery. The suspect ended up getting her cell phone and about $30 in cash. If you recognize the man that we've been showing you throughout the night, you're asked to call the Jacksonville Police Department. Ashley?
Mitch, thanks very much. A 3-year-old boy has been released from the hospital after getting shot on Wednesday in Searcy County. This shooting happened in the rural St. Joe community as the boy was walking down the road with 2 adults and another child. The sheriff's office says a suspect is in custody, but they have not identified him yet. The family is telling us the boy is Cole Hancock. His father also sent photos of him in the hospital. The child's survival has left investigators speechless.
Yeah, the good Lord had his hand on him. That's all I can add to it. We don't have a lot of shootings. We have a lot of people shooting guns, but we don't have a lot of shootings.
It's unclear whether or not this was intentional or accidental. The sheriff's office expects to file formal charges here in the next day or two. The boy is awake and alert and back at home. Developing out of Springfield, Missouri, a man armed with a rifle and more than 100 rounds of ammunition was arrested at a Walmart tonight. The Springfield Police Department says they responded to a call of an active shooter. When they got there, they found a white man walking around in body armor with tactical weapons. There were no shots fired and no one was injured. A firefighter who was at the Walmart helped detain the man.
His intent was not to cause peace or comfort to anybody that was in the business here. In fact, he's lucky he's alive still, to be honest.
Investigators will review both the security footage and the 20-year-old's social media profiles. And this incident tonight further fueling calls to ban assault-style rifles and high-capacity magazines. Opponents say an attempt to do that would trample the rights of gun owners, but others say lives are at stake. Washington, D.C. correspondent Trevor Shirley reports on the efforts both sides are making.
After last weekend's mass shootings, there are new calls for a ban on assault weapons, but President Trump says it won't happen.
Well, I can tell you that there is no political appetite for that at this moment.
The president Wednesday, though, did express support for universal background checks, but opponents say a solution with more bite is needed.
Most Americans recognize this is a weapon that simply does not belong in civilian hands.
Andrew Patrick of the Coalition to Stop Gun Violence hopes changing public opinion will pressure Congress to act.
I think we are getting to a place where there will be change on this.
Right now, there are several bills making their way through Congress, which would make it tougher to buy assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. That includes legislation co-sponsored by Democrat Dina Titus, which would ban the sale and possession of high-capacity magazines.
We saw in Dayton this 100-round drum being used, and it killed 9 people in less than 30 seconds.
Opposed to most of this, though, is the NRA, which says any restrictive legislation would violate the rights of law-abiding citizens, telling us in a statement, quote, gun and magazine bans are failed policies that won't make anyone safer.
We're going to come up with something that's going to be really very good.
But the president has yet to say specifically what that something will be or whose authority will make it happen. Reporting in Washington, I'm Trevor Shirley.
Because health matters, the Arkansas Department of Health is warning of a possible hepatitis A exposure in Jefferson County. This after an employee at J Mart Diner in Redfield tested positive for the virus. Officials say anyone who ate at this restaurant on Sheridan Road between July 17th and August 2nd should get vaccinated if they've never received the Hep A vaccination. For more information, just head over to our website, KARK.com. Attorneys filed new lawsuits challenging Little Rock Police's no-knock warrants. At a news conference today, Ben Crump and Mike Lowe announced 4 civil rights lawsuits. The 9 plaintiffs are Little Rock citizens. They allege constitutional violations and police misconduct against the city, former police chief, and 35 LRPD narcotics and SWAT unit officers. One woman shared what she says happened the morning police showed up at her home.
There was police running in the garage. They were shooting down the door, our front door. There was some on the roof. They had a ladder and broke the window above one of the bedrooms. And all I heard was gunshots. And I just remember grabbing my dog and thinking they were going to shoot her.
Attorneys say a pipe was found, but no meth. Candace was charged with drug possession, but the charge was dismissed. She says the repairs cost around $8,000. Earlier this summer, LRPD explained how it's now tightening its criteria for these types of warrants where SWAT teams enter a person's home. To read more about its new policy, just search no-knock warrant on our website, KARK.com. And still ahead tonight, after 2 escaped inmates and fire jailers, the Jefferson County Jail is now looking at new ways to up security. Coming up, how a proposed shoot-to-kill policy would work and who it could be used on. Plus,
it's a great experience to be able to give him my milk and give him part of me while I'm not there.
Motherhood doesn't always stop when a woman gets jail time. This new program is helping both mothers and their babies from behind bars.
And after seeing the hottest day of the year yesterday with a high of 99 degrees here in Little Rock, Cloud cover and nearby showers and thunderstorms keeping temperatures lower across central and north Arkansas today. 89 is all we were able to muster this afternoon into Capital City. 93 is our average high for this time of year. We got better rain chances on the way, plus more 100-degree temperatures are possible. Details are straight ahead.
You're watching KARK4 News at 10 with Ashley Katz, Bob Clausen, Chief Meteorologist Keith Monahan, and Drew Wayman with your Pig Trail Nation report.